Hey everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Equality and Rights for All. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have a great topic for today's show, which is the ACA, which stands for the Affordable Care Act, and also Medicare for All. And both of them, there's no need to try and reinvent the wheel, and be clear on who's going to pay for it. So let's get right into this topic. It's a very, very important topic. Okay. And um, those, first of all, the ACA, the Affordable Care Act, which was also known as uh, Obamacare, and it's a very good program. It's not perfect. Okay. Nothing in life is perfect. We're human. Um, and we make mistakes. Okay. Now, with that being said, it's also very important for healthcare to be taken to the next level in which um, we have to have coverage basically for everybody. In many other countries they have this, and when we have people coming to the United States from other countries, if they're on the American soil, we're responsible for them. And if there's no healthcare coverage for them, and if something happens to them, and when they go to the hospitals, the doctors and whatever, they're not going to be able to pay for it. And that in turn takes part in why healthcare costs go up and stuff. So it would, to really keep healthcare costs down, it would just make sense for everybody to be covered. Now, I'm sure there is a way to combine these two and not to try to reinvent the wheel, okay? Because if people go to try and reinvent the wheel, number one, that would cost much more money, okay, more than anything else, and it would be um, it would cost less if you just go back to the drawing board and fix the programs that we already have in place, and amend it, not take it away. That would be stupid. But if you just go back to the drawing board and say, okay, these are the parts that need to be fixed, and do so, and get everybody at the table discussing this, in which um, to try to combine everything as best as possible. Okay, that would make a good program even better, and it wouldn't cost as much. Okay, so now this also brings me into the other part of be clear on who's going to pay for it. Well, first of all, of course it's going to be the taxpayers. Of course it's going to be. But I feel, I mean, this is my own personal opinion, that the rich should pay more than low income people. You know, not saying that low income people shouldn't pay it, on their paychecks, but it should be a minimum amount because the paychecks, paychecks for low income people are, uh, they're small. So, it would only make sense. And rich people should want to do this. Rich people should say, okay, yeah, I'll pay more into it. It's only the right thing to do. And they write it off on their taxes anyhow. They're not, the rich people are not going to mention that. So please, common sense. And that way, more people can be covered. Pretty much everybody can be covered. But we got to stop turning a blind eye and sticking our fingers in our ears and turning the other cheek on this because it's really, really important. And it's not going to be a fix overnight. It's going to take some time. I mean, that's just pure common sense, but it can get done. And I'm not saying that it should take forever. No, you got to have the proper amount of workers on this end. You know, fix it within a reasonable amount of time. So, that's just my intake on this, ladies and gentlemen. And, right now there are tons and tons of people out there with no health insurance, with pre existing conditions, and they need the help. So, this is really important. And I mean, a lot of the people that are not covered are little children, even some elderly people. So it's a whole big mix, and just this shouldn't be. We're living in the richest country in the world, and this shouldn't be happening here. So I just wanted to bring this out, and I wanted to remind everybody about my business, my website, which is Advocate Information Highway. And the link to there is awldny.com. That's A like Apple, W like Wind, L like Larry, D like David, and Y like for the state of New York.com. And you guys can check out all 7 pages on there. And on the home page of the website, you will see the links to where you can follow me on social media. Under that, you'll see the 3 links to the 3 business pages on Facebook, in which the first business page on Facebook is called Advocate Information Highway. The second business page on Facebook is called Advocate Information Highway Express. And the third business page on Facebook is called Odds and Ends. So you could check those out as well. And underneath that, you'll see the 5 places with the links to each place, in which I've been a proud and longtime member of, and you can check them out as well. Under that, you'll see the subscribe area, in which you can subscribe to my website. And underneath that, you'll see the contact us, in which you can drop us a line, you can send us an email. And the second page of the website, which is the support page, you'll see uh, a list of all the places that Advocate Information Highway supports. On the third page, which is the administration page, well, that's self explanatory right there. The fourth page, which is the store page, in the first section, you'll see the link to my internet store on Zazzle.com, in which I designed a lot of products and they're up for sale on there. In the second section, you'll see the first link which is to my author's page on Amazon.com. And also in the second section, the second link is if you want to take a sneak peek into the first book that I wrote, which is called Let's Talk About It. And the third link in the second section is if you want to take a sneak peek into the second book that I wrote called Let's Talk About It More. And in the third section, you'll see the link to the website that my husband and I have together called oddandends.com. That's ODDZ like zebra, N like Nancy, ENDS.com. And you can purchase a lot of our products on there. The fifth page, which is the blog page, you'll see a whole bunch of different sections on there, in which in each section see a whole lot of posts that I place on there, so you guys can check all of them out. The sixth page, which is the shows page, you will see the sections for each show that I host here on Spreaker.com, in which the first show is called Equality and Rights for All, which is this show, which is scheduled for Thursdays, and I'm still working on it. Still working on setting a specific time frame for the show. But you'll see um, the links to each episode for the show, and you guys can listen to each episode. And you'll also see um, on the other side, you'll see the section for my other show that I host here on Spreaker.com called Disabled Reality, and I host that show on Fridays. And I'm still working on setting a specific time frame for that. But also, again, even for that show, you'll see the links to each episode for that show, and you guys can listen and check out those episodes as well. And the seventh and final page of the website is called the newspapers page, in which you guys can check out all 10 of my internet newspapers. And so, with that, I hope to speak to everybody again tomorrow, which is Friday, January 17th, for Disabled Reality. And I hope to also speak to everybody again next Thursday, which is January 23rd, for this show, Equality and Rights for All. And so, with that, take care, everybody. Bye.